Hello, everyone. I am going to introduce to some and present to others a particular app that I believe is essential for student learning. It works on the kinesthetic, tactile, and auditory learners. Although this particular app or this particular website appears to be elementary, it also works with other learners as well. Who may need to develop more of a kinesthetic, tactile, or auditory presence in their daily lives. So, of course, just like any other program, if you want to sign up for a newsletter, you would click on sign up here and you go to learn more. And of course, you will fill in all your information. That is to include your email address, first name, last name, zip code. If you want to receive daily submissions from PBS Daily, then you can, and go ahead and click submit. Then you can go back. And of course, there is a parent resource for parents. If you want to click on parent resource, all right, there are different parent resources. You can visit the shop, visit the lab, media, and there's your daily newspaper. All right, so get into this particular program of evaluation. With this particular program, as I said before, it works on the kinesthetic, auditory, and visual learning of students and adults as well. When we look at the POCRAT matrix, this particular game or this particular site really works on the aspect of the student's relationship to technology, which is very interactive. And it helps to bring out the creativity in students because they're able to listen, speak, and learn, as well as they're able to understand how to navigate the program. And most of the time, educators or therapists or individuals who utilize these programs replace different traditional teaching and different other types of information with these particular games. And because students are able to use this kinesthetically, they're able to amplify and transform these particular learning skills into their daily living. As far as the effectiveness of this program, as you can see when we get into the effectiveness of this program is a social and emotional learning platform, and it teaches students the various aspects of being able to socially communicate with individuals, the physical environment, and understanding others and working with others to come up with a common goal. It also is efficient because, as I said before, all you have to do is log into pbskids.org and you will be able to navigate the system, and it's free. And also you can also get it on your cell phone. And students become engaged because there are different games, as we're going to go over, as well as videos. And this is great for our ESL learners. It's great for our unique learners. It's great for adults who are trying to acclimate themselves back into the world of understanding, comprehension, cognition. And so that is the reason why I selected this particular website and this particular game or curriculum supplement as one of the best apps. So let's go back to the beginning of the page here. Of course, you will see this page, and we're going to really focus on the videos and games because we want our students, we want our clients, our individuals to build those social and emotional skills and to understand the themes within each lesson. So with our videos, as I said before, this is social and emotional. When we click on this particular video, you're going to see like a commercial for PBS. So I'm going to play just a little bit of it so you can see. And push play. Okay. So this is what you'll see when you go in. All right. Now, when students want to actually get into the social emotional learning and understand the theme, they're able to select their favorite characters, and the characters go on and on and on. They can select any one that they want. There are many different characters. The most character that I'm familiar with would be Curious George. Okay, Curious George here. So I'm going to click on Curious George. Just a second. Right to my computer, want to click on. Okay. And with Curious George, we all know that Curious George was very curious. He was a curious little monkey. He would always find things to get into. This particular segment brief synopsis was about George and a friend who was unable to dance, and he felt like he didn't fit in at school. And so George basically went and he followed some individuals to understand how to teach his friend how to dance. And so George began working with his friend and watching others and sharing this with his friend. He was able to teach his friend. His friend felt like he was part of the community, the learning community. Video also teaches sequence as far as learning is concerned because it didn't happen overnight. The learning did not happen overnight. And there had to be some modeling. So not only does it teach the students, but it teaches those who are working with these individuals that learning is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. And so it takes the modeling, it takes the demonstrations, it takes the coaching and the cheerleading in order for students or adults to be able to learn these concepts. And with social emotional learning, um, many individuals may become frustrated because of the process, but just know that the process is a way to get to progress. And so the frustration comes, but as we can see, when you log into this platform, Curious George was the cheerleader. He was always looking at things on TV. He was always watching people dance. And he would even, although he would mess up himself in teaching this particular student how to dance, he was able to regain his understanding and he was able to help his friend out. So, the basic gist of this particular segment is that learning is a process, and that when we work together and we share and continue to help each other, then we will come out successfully. So, that's great with these particular programs. And of course, it's in cartoon form, and that's what many of the students and the individuals who watch this platform like. Okay, so now let's go games. Games is probably the most favorite part of this site that many of the students and individuals who utilize this site enjoy. And so, with these games, this game would be used in the classroom as a kinesthetic learning piece, as well as auditory and visual, and being able to follow instructions. Uh, and so, you will see this as I navigate in this game, and in the Packret matrix, what you'll find is that this particular game is very interactive. It helps to enhance creativity because not every step within this particular game is illustrated. Sometimes students and those individuals who utilize this have to actually be able to navigate this particular computer system in order to understand what to do next. And so many of the educators and those who work with individuals replace uh, their normal traditional teaching or providing information with these particular games in order to amplify and help the students work with their kinesthetic and tactile learning, as well as transform learning into the natural environment and understand how to get over obstacles. Not only is this game about obstacles, but you have to jump. That means you have to take the initiative. So there's always a theme in all of these games as well. Take a look. So my computer's loading up for games. Okay. All right. So as you can see, the students are able to select many different games. If you go backwards or if you go forward, there are many different games. And of course, here are the shows in case the student want to jump back and forth from games to shows. But the first game we're going to look at is Amazon Adventure. And this particular game deals with following directions and getting over obstacles. And so, of course, we're in a wooded area. I'm going to take you through a little bit of this segment. Of course, as I said before, we utilize the system in following directions, being able to listen, and it engages the students. So here we go. So I'm gonna have to do that, and you have to be close enough to jump. I'm still not close enough to jump. There we go. And it works on the kinesthetic part. Okay. And so basically, you're just following instructions. See there? Now watch this because what it didn't tell you, here's an example, is you have to press the control and up arrow key in order to jump. But It's kind of like working with math because you have to actually measure where to jump in order to get up to the top. Okay. So there's some measurement in here through just peripheral vision and just vision within itself. So it works on the visual. Then, of course, the kinesthetic, okay, the kinesthetic aspect, and of course, the auditory, just following directions. And so the students really like this game. And so it works on all of those things, especially if you have those learners who are learning a new language or who are learning to speak or things of that nature. This is a great game for those students. All right, so let's go back. So as I said before, here are many of the new games. If you scroll all the way down, popular games, these are the popular games are what most students play. Teamwork games in case the student has other students, or right now, if you want to play with your siblings or other individuals. Feelings, how do you feel? This works on our emotions. Adventure games, more topics. We have Spanish, feeling games, science game, music games. And so I really like this particular PBS.Kids because it has so many of the kinesthetic, tactile, and versatile. And so it works on really listening, speaking, and those particular activities and your social emotional behavior, because these are the things that one need before we can even transform learning. And so, as I said before, in this PACRIT chart, this particular website really works on the student's relationship to technology. It's very interactive, it's very creative. The teachers, as I said before, replace many of their traditional teaching and they amplify it because students are able to work kinesthetically with this. And the effectiveness of this program is, first of all, it teaches the listening, speaking, social, emotional behaviors. Those things all need to be in check before the student can actually learn to their potential. And it's very efficient because it's free, you know. Of course, they have the shop on here, as you can see, but the games and everything is free for the students. It always has a theme, and then engagement. The students are able to select, do I want to play games or do I want to watch a cartoon or a lesson? So pbskids.org is excellent. I encourage you to check it out, and I encourage you to just continue learning and do your best. This is Alfreda Love. Thank y'all so much for your attentiveness.